Okay, so uh, I've been like practicing the Eris thing, and as you can see by my hair and the jacket, um, I kind of went a little bit off the rails with trying to like picture in my head what she'd sound like in song, and the only way that I can see her is as a mix of like that classic Disney villain, queer coded Disney villains. And I don't know if you've heard her, the new singer for Linkin Park, a great singer and a bad person. But amazing voice. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes the ones that you win are a new song with amazing vocals, and the ones that you lose are a rapist getting defended. But you win some, you lose some. Uh, so I think I went a lot off the rails, um, and I think I went really off the rails because now Eris sounds like a punk rock queen. Um, yeah. Um, and because like in my head, first thing that popped into my head with like Goddess of Discord, my brain immediately went uh, rock, metal, punk, raspy vocals. Um, and definitely not just because that's something I really like and want to do. What? No. No, absolutely not. No, that's just because yeah, of course, that's because I like it. It's also because Era sounds like that in my head. Um, so, um, so I think I changed most of the melody, and I definitely changed not really the vibe, but the energy of the song. They're different things. The vibe is the same, but the energy is different. Like the level of energy, completely different. Um, and I also thought that since this is kind of like an epic prequel, then same rules as epic would still apply, like the uh electronic instruments for the gods and monsters and like divine creatures and characters and stuff. Um, have you seen that thing that I think the song, I saw it in an animatic, but I hadn't heard the song anywhere else before. But this song that talks about a very it made me have an existential crisis. Um, it was about like how is Scylla a cannibal? Like how human do you have to be for it to count as cannibalism when you eat a human? You know, it's a completely useless question that has no application in the real world because there are no sort of human creatures. in real life. But that's a great question for uh like a fantasy or sci-fi setting that you have where there are like people who aren't exactly human, um but they're still people. um and you have to draw the line of where cannibalism ends and just a regular diet begins. And that could be very hard, but it's a question. It's a good question. That wasn't what I was supposed to be talking about, was it? No, it wasn't. Keep getting distracted. I haven't taken off my makeup yet. I've been home for a while. Um so yeah, I had a lot of fun with Eris, and she sounds completely different from what I think you had in mind. um and in some of my attempts, she has the tiniest bit of a southern accent, and every time I would hear myself uh, singing and doing the tiniest bit of southern accent, when I heard it slip through, I would always be like, no, why? Why is it doing that? Why does my brain want Eris to be so yeah, I don't think I'm helping. But I'm having fun. Um my nails, it's hard to play guitar with my nails. Um that was, what was it? Oh yeah, Romance by My Chemical Romance. It's a really short, like, kind of interlude song in the album Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. Um, I love My Chemical Romance, and I love that album. That album has some of my favorite songs, and it has, like, arguably one of their most famous songs. We have Welcome to the Black Parade, and we have that, but that's from the Black Parade. And then this album's version of it is I Am Not Okay, I Promise. Um, I love that song. Um, and the music video is oh, it's so cute. Not cute. It's not cute. I call it cute because I've watched the behind the scenes. What the hell? Rumble ASMR compilation on the I I give up. Um I give up on life. I give up on YouTube. Um, oh, so yeah, I watched the behind the scene. I'm calling it cute because I watched the behind the scenes of the music video because of course I have. I'm obsessed with this band. Um, and they it's really fun because they shove Frank into a locker, but he's he's really short. Um, so he fits right into the locker. He's he's completely comfortable in there. And he also says that he's like, it's fine if you shove me a little too hard. I'm really used to it. You know, this is bringing back a lot of memories. Poor things. They're all bullied a lot, obviously. I mean, look at them. I mean, I don't know anyone who would bully Ray, and if anyone bullies Ray in front of me, they're gonna they're getting murdered. Um, because Mr. Ray of Sunshine Toro is a ray of sunshine. He can look very mean if he's not smiling. He looks scary in that poster because he's not smiling. But I swear, his smile lights up the universe. Oh, he is adorable. He's a cute little baby. I love him. And then there's Mikey, who Mikey's a nerd. Mikey's actually less of a nerd than the other ones, but he's the one with the nerd reputation because he wears glasses. um, Mikey is Gerard's brother, and I've always find it really funny when if you look up the lyrics to any of their songs. Um, in like if you go on Google and at the bottom it says like who wrote the song, and everybody else's names are like normal, um, like Ray Toro, Frank Iero, Gerard Way. You get to Mikey's and it's Michael Way. Why are they mad at my boy? Why are they mad? Why are they mad at Mikey? Why are Google mad at Mikey? What did Mikey do for you to call him by his full name? Gerard Way's full name is Gerard Arthur Way, and his birthday is on April 9th. Don't ask how I know that. I just do. Also, Frank's birthday is on Halloween, which is cool as fuck. Um, this is a really cool fact. So it was Frank's birthday, which is also Halloween, and they were also doing a concert in France. And Gerard was dressed up as a cat. I think that year was a cat. I'm pretty sure that year was a cat. But anyway, so yeah, they were in France. Um, actually, no, I'm mixing up two things. Frank's birthday, they always did, when they do a concert, when they're like when they're like going on tour, at that time, they always schedule a concert for Halloween and they sing happy birthday to Frank on stage. And it's so cute. It's adorable. I love it. Um, and oh my god, in the newest tour that they did, which I wish I would have gone to, but I wasn't a fan of them at the time, and the closest they came to Portugal was fucking France. Um, uh, 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 so like the newest tour they did, uh, they they did like a world tour. They said the only place they stopped by in Europe was France. It's only France. They only went to France. No, they went to France and they did like 3 concerts in the UK. The UK. The UK. That place is smaller than France. They did 1 concert in France. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. In the newest tour, there was like a lot of stuff happening because it was the band getting back together. Like the way that the band got back together, we were all so pissed about it because they just dropped the song. They just dropped a song without without any like uh any promotion before. Nothing. There was nothing. One day the song just showed up on Spotify and on YouTube. And nobody knew what to think of it. People just listened to the song and then started crying. It's The Foundations of Decay. It is a great song. And there's a line that's kind of screamed but faded out. Uh, and it's Cage All the Animals, but if you're listening to it with that in mind, it sounds like Frank Iero. And we know it's Cage All the Animals, but every time it comes on, we're just Frank Iero. It's I love this. This is great, but that's not what I was talking about. So, in the tour that they did, at like the beginning, anytime that Gerard would get like closer to Frank, um, uh, there was no the first time that Gerard hugged Frank on stage. Um, he immediately just did this like dismissive motion with his hand, like, "No, guys, it's not gonna happen again." Like, no, we were young. We were like 20 something. We were in our 40s now. We're not gonna make out on stage anymore. I love them. Um, uh, and like, they kept doing the thing for Frankie's birthday. And when they, the concert that they gave in France, I would, it was, because the only person, uh, with the yeah, the only two people with a microphone um on the in like on stage are Gerard and Frank, because Gerard is the lead singer and Frank does backup vocals. uh and there's this one song, oh my god, there's this one song in the beginning. It's The song is Vampire Money, where Gerard asks the members of the band if they're ready. And each of them, like in the actual recording of the song, each of them respond, and on stage, it is always the funniest shit ever. There was this one time that Frank had a fucking condom on his mic. It was awesome. I love this band. Oh my god. And the joke, they always turn this into a joke. But like the running joke of of the intro of the song is that you can never ever hear what Mikey says, because Mikey's always too far away from wherever Gerard is with the mic for him to get there in time for him to answer. It's crazy. And Mikey's the last one who would answer. So in the song, it's like, "Well, are you ready, Ray? Yeah. How about you, Frank? I'm ready, baby. How about you, Mikey? Fucking ready. Well, I think I'm all right. 1, 2, 3, 4." Um, but this is just Gerard running around with the microphone in hand, and going to the different members of the band, and getting to his brother, and not being fast enough to get there. So he's just, "How about you, Mikey? Well, I think I'm all right." There was this one time that Mikey just screamed his line, and the mic caught it a little bit, and the crowd went wild. But in the late, like one of the latest concerts that they did, Mikey had a mic, so we heard him. It was groundbreaking. This fandom went crazy. But oh nah, the best one of these was this was like at the end of the show. They were tired. They were no longer make none. Their brains were no longer making sense. Uh, I think, yeah, I think this was the concert that Frank uh, kicked Gerard in the balls and then made out with him. This band, this band is just fan fiction waiting to happen, and happen it did, and happen it does. Um, uh, so yeah, in this one, it was like just, well, are you ready, Ray? Yeah. How about you, Frank? And Frank was just put the entire microphone in his mouth and said, oh. And people went crazy. And we couldn't hear Mikey. The end. Um, and there's this one concert that they did while they were still the Black Parade. When they released the album The Black Parade, they went like that shit took over their lives because they stayed at like supposedly the most haunted place in America to write the album. Uh, One of the songs in the album, I think it's Sleep. Yeah, it's Sleep. Um, it has Gerard's like recordings, like retellings of his dreams that he had while he was in the house. And the unedited recordings are kind of scary. Like, those are some heavy nightmares, dude. Um, so yeah, it took a toll on them. Gerard lost like a fuck ton of weight. He didn't need the skeleton makeup to look dead. Um, but there was this one concert that they did where he was wearing his usual uh, uh, skeleton makeup stuff. Um, and in the middle of a song, in the middle of a song, I think it was like like an instrumental break because he's the fucking lead singer. So it probably was. Um, in the middle of the fucking song, he just puts the entire microphone in his mouth and then stands, does hands like this, going, oh, oh, for a while. He sounded like the puffer fish who they're feeding a carrot. He sounded like that. And he did that to himself. Um, this is supposed to be about Eris. I don't know why I'm talking about mechanical romance. Yeah. Um, been watching a lot of Lucifer lately. Um, Tel Mellis is so fucking hot. And Danny Mata's crazy. He's just crazy. Um, I already knew he was crazy because he thought that everyone in Has-Been Hotels sounded like I'm getting out of breath. Uh, he thought that everyone in Has-Been Hotel sounded like Alex Brightman, which they don't. They don't sound like Alex Brightman. Vox doesn't sound like Alex Brightman, dude. Ow. Mm. Danny's crazy. That's just the truth. Danny's fucking crazy. And what else? So yeah, I've been rewatching a lot of Lucifer. 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 I'm sorry, there's nothing else going on in my life right now. My life's pretty fucking boring. And there's theater, but and then there's theater. Theater is the exception to like everything in my life. It is like, you know how I've been inexplicably angry for the past few days? Not in theater. I was so goddamn happy in theater. I I'm always so happy in theater. I am just in my element. And you know how I explained that thing with like my art is mine. I don't want to share it. I don't want other people to see it. I don't want to sell it, and I don't want to make it for other people. I don't want to assign it a monetary value, and you can't see it unless I say you can see it. But that's just with like drawings and paintings and stuff. With acting, I need the world to see me. That's something that I feel like acting is my gift to the world. My art is mine. It is just mine. And I don't want rules for my art, and I don't want it to be graded, and I don't want people to tell me that it's bad or it's good. I just want to make my art, to express my feelings, and to draw a lot of eyes that look really creepy. And makeup. I make makeup is one of my it makeup isn't like I don't think I feel the same way that most people feel about makeup. Makeup is another form of art for me. It is like it is probably the like it is probably the way that I can express myself artistically the better. Because you know my art skills are great, but my makeup skills are, you know, and like I really understand like the shapes of my face now that I do my makeup more. Um, and I also understand how to change it. And since I had also been doing a lot of people's makeups for theater um, in the past like 2 years, I've also learned how to apply the knowledge that I have of my of the shapes of my own face to other people's faces and to be able to highlight them and transform them. I can make basically any girl look like a guy given the right materials and the right color, the right tone of contour, because that's usually the hardest. You need a cool toned contour, but it can't be too cool of a tone because if someone has like a warmer natural skin tone, um, then if it's too cool toned, then it just looks blue or green on the skin, and that's not what we want. So it needs to be cool toned, but not too cool toned. It just needs to look like shadow, and shadows are usually cool toned. Um, I don't know why I'm explaining contour to you. I want to give you a makeover one of these days. That's like on my bucket list. I want to give you a makeover. You know, make the title of Sam's Pretty Princess really be accurate. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. I've been rambling for half an hour. God. I ramble a lot. You know that. I'm sorry. You don't, yeah. There's no reason to send this to you. I'm not gonna bother you with all of this, probably. Ow. My legs hurt. I should go take off my makeup. But I don't wanna. There's lipstick on my eyelids. This is an eyeshadow. This is lipstick. Because I don't have red eyeshadow. And I needed red. And I didn't have red. And I am gonna do my nails again next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Yeah. Oh my god. I don't want to go to school ever again. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school. I know that on Tuesday we're gonna have tea in drawing class because that's what we do now. On Tuesdays, drawing is our first class. So we have tea and cookies, and that's our breakfast, despite the fact that I eat breakfast at home and I drink like 3 to 4 cups of tea in a 90-minute class. While doing work, I'm just drinking that much tea and just keep getting up to get more tea. Everybody else just drinks like 1 cup. And I'm like, give me more tea. Give me your teeth. Give me your teeth. Oh, Zach Oyama. Sometimes sometimes not about doing a bunch of stuff. Sometimes it's about doing not a bunch of stuff. And sometimes points reflecting, no, it's not. Oh, Zach. He is so funny. He's so funny. He's like, I think he's so underrated. I mean, Brennan is still my favorite of the Noise Boys, but Zach, every time that Brennan and Zach get a prompt together, it always ends up with Brennan just being Brennan, bunch of lore, bunch of like exposition, a bunch of like trying to rationalize and justify the existence of the prompt. Um, and Zach is just standing there waiting for for like for a good like time to interrupt with like 5 words. And it be the funniest shit you've ever heard. And even Brennan just breaks character. One of my favorite moments from like the Noise Boys is still um, the come on, Brennan, it's not the extra credits show, it's make animal sounds. I got places to be. and 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 Brennan starts drinking water, and Zach just goes, Josh has to leave in 4 minutes, and Brennan spits it out. I don't remember who started the 4 men in their 30s bit. I think it was Josh. Like, I am 39 years old. But yeah. Also, um, Zach's mac and cheese, like the Zach's stirring creamy mac and cheese, um, was an absolutely like a complete surprise, and a really good one at that. Um, like uh Brennan did it like Zach. I thought Zach was gonna. I thought Zach was gonna fuck it up like he did with the plastic trombone thing. That, oh my god, I love it. I'm remembering the moose now. Um, how he went. Mm, mm. And then Sam went, now Zach, and it was like, have you factored in the antlers? I'm factoring them in as we speak. Zach really knows when he does not have one skill, he has to pull out another. Um, he broke the trombone. But anyway, the mac and cheese thing, that was perfect. When he started going like, okay, so I'm hearing a little mechanic here, a little loose on this side. I think that the perfect point would be this, and then he does it, and both Brennan and Josh just look at him like, what? You're actually good at this? I thought you were just here because you're funny. He is. He's so funny. Shut up, guitar. Yeah. I've been talking for too long. I've been talking for too long. Let you cut me open just to watch me bleed. Give up who I am for who you are and make it pay. This is what Eris sounds like in my head. Kind of, you know. Kind of like, imagine Miley Cyrus singing I Will Survive. I think that's the name of the song. You know what I'm talking about. No, no, go, walk out the door. You know that one? Uh, imagine Miley Cyrus singing that song. That's the kind of that Eris. But no, that's more. If Miley Cyrus played Dr. Facilier instead of Keith David. Oh my god, I saw a guy perform that song live once. Uh, it was at the after party of the first Pride parade in my town. Um, uh, and it was great. He was so nervous, and you could tell, but he was also doing card tricks at the same time. Um, and I loved it. I loved it. And he went all out, you know, he was in cosplay and everything. And oh my god, he said this one line, like at the beginning, like, if they want to vilify us, why not just give them what they want? And I was like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, you sing one of them queer coded Disney villain songs. The early Disney, the classic Disney villains were so queer coded. Like, come on. Ursula is a drag queen. Ursula's a drag queen. Scar is so gay. Have you heard him before? He's so gay. So gay. So gay. So gay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm so tired. Let your cup be open just to watch you later. Give up who I am for who you wanted me to be. I'm so fucking tired, and I don't have the lyrics of the rest because I haven't listened to that song because I don't want to give Linkin Park money because, you know, their new lead singer supported a rapist. That's a very reasonable reason to not want to give someone your money. But then again, I'm listening to Wilbur Soot again. You don't know the Wilbur Soot drama. You weren't involved in any of that. But my friend Charlie, she was in a dark place after the allegations came out. I wasn't because I already knew about it because I had a prophetic dream about it. Because of course I did. When it came out, like when I started seeing a lot of videos pop up about that, I was like, why is this popping up now? Why now? Didn't we already know this for like months, years? Apparently, no. This is a new thing that nobody knew about. I knew about it. Like, people started saying that they started looking at his songs with a whole new perspective and seeing it with like completely different, like with a fresh set of eyes, um, and like with the context that we have now, that the songs are have a completely different meaning than what we originally thought. I was like, do they? What else could they mean? Wasn't it obvious? I thought we knew. I thought we knew. Apparently, no. Apparently, I knew. I hate to say it, but your sister was right. Don't trust English boys with far too much free time. I hate to say it, but your sister was right. I'm a wanker, complete wanker, total waste of time. Ah. Oh, and there's this one song that is called, I think it's I'm Sorry Boris. Um, by Boris, he means Boris Johnson. You know, the at the time Prime Minister of Britain. Um, why? Because this entire album is about how he's leaving London and he's never gonna live in London again. Um, and the album is called Your City Gave Me Asthma. Uh, and I had it's the drawing that fell down, and I'm never putting it back up again. But the lyrics were on that drawing of the song Jubilee Line, and in that song, okay, so my favorite lines of that song are like followed by each other, like immediately. They're just yeah. Your city gave me asthma, so that's why I'm fucking leaving. And your water gave me cancer, and the pavement hurt my feelings. Shout at the wall, 'cause the walls don't fucking love you. Shout at the wall, 'cause the walls don't fucking love you. There's a reason that London puts barriers on the tube lines. There's a reason that London puts barriers on the rails. There's a reason that London puts barriers on the tube lines. There's a reason that London puts barriers on the rails. There's a reason that London puts barriers on the tube lines. And there's a reason they fail. Suicide, yeah. We love songs about cities that acknowledge the fact that the suicide rate there is way higher than it should be. There's a reason that London puts barriers on the tube line. Cube. You need to watch Shoot from the Hip. They're this improv group for white British dudes in their 30s just doing improv and posting it on YouTube. And it's great. And sometimes they kiss. But sometimes he would be gay. Ever been to the goddamn zoo? I used to smoke crack. What's yesterday? Shut up, you're all gonna die. Street smarts. Boom, orange juice. That's life. Now I've thrown him off his rhythm. Give us some money. We want a gift. But only if it's money. John Mulaney. There's a horse loose in the hospital. There's a goddamn horse loose in the hospital again. There's a horse loose in the hospital. That light was bugging me the entire time. Now it's covered. Literally. I've been doing this for an hour. There's a reason. The post barriers on true life. Chloe Decker really is a fucking miracle. She is so pretty. She is the prettiest person I have ever seen. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. She is so pretty. She's so pretty. She's so fucking pretty. She's just so pretty. I don't know what else to say. But she's so pretty. She is so pretty. Oh, and Ella, I want one of her hugs. I want her to hug me. Give me a hug, Ella. Exist, please. Oh, and Pierce? Why does everyone, why does everyone on that show look so goddamn hot? Maze loves boobs. Yay. Just stating facts. I love how, like, throughout the show, they, like, slowly build up uh, Maze's uh, Maze's attraction to women, like, more and more. Because, like, at the beginning, uh, like, it was like her attraction to women was on the same level as Lucifer's attraction to men. Like, like, sure, yeah, but then they like slowly build it up. And I think that's really cool because, like, yeah, Maze likes boobs, as is incredibly obvious by who she ends up with at the end. Eve is a knockout. Oh my god, I can't wait for her to show up in the show. The urge to just skip ahead. Those big ass eyes. Eyes. Jess McKenna, canonically horny. That's not a Jess McKenna thing. That's just a theater kid thing. She's a theater kid. You can't steal a concept of canonically horny and make it your own thing. It's not your own thing. It's a theater kid thing. Girl, give the whole community some credit. Just McKenna, canonically horny. Canonically way too good at make some noise. Oh my god, the it doesn't matter. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Yay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This is an hour long. Yeah. I'm not sending this, but just in case I do, so you can't say that I didn't do it. Oh, something in my eye. I'll take it out after.